What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the Serie and League One Team of the Season video. Today we're going to start off at 6 PM in store with the promo packs that will hopefully be there. 50k packs, 20,000 of them. I'm going to get 12 of them opened and hopefully we can pack a blue. If not, doesn't really make any difference. What we're going to do after that is we're going to move on to the weekly objectives, take a look at who's going to be available there. We're going to go to the daily knockout tournament and have a look at the players that are going to be available there. And we're going to then go and take a look at all of the players from the French League and the Italian League and have a look at their in-game stats and what I personally feel about them. You guys enjoyed that? Let's go! We get a blue off the bat. Second pack. Oh, it's Kolarov. It's one of the worst. It's still, I mean, yeah, it's one of the worst. I mean, it's a Club 80. He'll make a good sub coming on as a CDM, to be fair. But we get our first blue in a pack. It's Kolarov. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. I mean, that's not bad, actually. Low balance and agility, but that's a really well-rounded card. I don't want to spend too much time on here. But yeah, last week we did that with the Bundesliga where we looked at all the players and their in-game stats and so on and so forth. And you guys seem to really enjoy that. So if you do enjoy it, guys, drop a thumbs up on the video. It does mean that today's video is probably going to be a little bit longer than normal. Probably, you know, last week's was 30 minutes with one team of the season. So we might be looking at like a 40 to 45 minute video here today. I'll try not to make it last that long. I don't want to take up your guys' Friday nights, of course. But we're going to see what we can do. So our third pack, I'm going to skip through these, make sure we can get our packs open. And, you know, we started off with one blue. And genuinely, quite possibly, the very worst that would have been available to us. I don't think there's going to be many worse than Kolarov. But hey, what can you do? We get 1 out of 5 so far. We've still got 7 packs remaining. And I'm going to be very, very excited this week to open guaranteed upgrade packs, or rather the upgrade packs, because the French League specifically has such a small number of shiny golds that you just have a great opportunity to pack lots of blues out of that. Obviously, these 50k packs haven't been amazing to us, but we did start off with, ooh, Tony Kroos and Otamendi in there. Very nice indeed. We did start off, obviously, with a blue in the second pack. I've got 6 packs to go. Maybe I'll open 1 or 2 with coins as well. If we pack another blue, oh god, a thin pack. Holy moly. If we pack another blue, I'll open 1 or 2 with coins. If we don't pack another blue, obviously my luck not in today, so I'll probably give it a miss. There's still 15,000 packs to go as well, so we've got no problem in getting ourselves all of these. And I'm skipping the ball packs, guys, because like I said, I don't want this video to be like stupidly long. I could like rinse it for... Hello? It's bugging. I could rinse it for every second that I wanted by just watching every pack open, talking about every player, blah, blah, blah. But I don't actually want to do that. So 4 more packs to go here, guys. Let's see if we can get ourselves 1 more blue. Let's see if we can get a blue from the French League, since we already got a blue, obviously, from the Calcio A, Serie A. Ooh, there was a few 84s in there. Very nice indeed. Kyle Walker being one of them, which is pretty cool. I'm very, very excited as well. Ooh, this is like starting to lag a little bit. I'm very, very excited to see the French League and the Italian League team of the seasons. Oh, we get another blue. There we go. That's what I like to see. What do we get? French. Right, Mbappe. Mbappe! Let's go! What a pull! My luck on this account recently has been insane for tradable packs. We packed Messi. We packed Suarez, and now we packed Kylian Mbappe. That's a huge pull. I'm super chuffed with that. I thought it was going to be Tovan for a second there. Oh, that's amazing. How much is he? Oh, there's only 1 on the market. I tell you what, I'm going to list my one up. Let's see if we can get like 1 million, 1.1 million or something for him. That's amazing. I'm so happy with that. Only took us 10 packs, and we ended up getting 1 Kolarov and 1 Mbappe. That is a phenomenal pull. Very, very happy with the fact that we spent money on this. Back-to-back blues as well. Give me Neymar. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. Polish. Centre-back. It's Glick. I mean, it's not the worst card in the world. His pace is not insane, but it's not the worst card I've ever seen. And that's now 3 blues that we ended up getting. Horn in there as well. 2-star, low, medium, 6-3. I mean, his sprint speed is, his sprint speed is all right. His acceleration is the problem. His defending is very, very nice. But that's our third blue, guys, out of 12,000 FIFA points. Unless we get 3 in a row, that's where it's going to end as well. I am more than chuffed with that. 3 blues, one of them being Mbappe, is fantastic. I genuinely couldn't ask for more than that. So a really, really good start there. Nothing major out of the rest of the packs. We'll send those 2 dudes up to the trade pile and discard those. And now let's go and start, guys, with the daily knockout tournament. Let's go and see what players we've got available for the DKT, assuming that they're in there at the moment. So we get a Quagliarella. That's not bad. Good pace and dribbling, very nice shooting, good passing, good physical. I'd like to see his in-games, his reactions, his composure, his agility and balance, his sprint speed, and his, obviously, skill moves and weak foot. But that's not a horrendous card. And then Marcelo. Now that is a card. Great defending and physical, very fast. For a free card, that is really, really good. I will definitely look to be picking that one up for myself. That's not bad at all. Now let's go and have a look at the weeklies and see what we've got going on in those. So, rest of the world 10 is Gomes. And for that you need score a goal with 7 Super League players in online seasons wins to get Team of the Season Gomes. EA haven't as yet released the final 10 rest of the world players. So I don't know who they're going to be. We then get the duel, 8 goals for a Team of the Season Dybala in squad battles, easy. 7 goals using headers in squad battles for Cavani, that's easy. So it just seems like Gomes is the one here. Legendary goals, score 30 goals in squad battles on minimum legendary difficulty for a pack. Score a goal with a League 1 player in 4 separate squad battles wins for an item, Calcio A stuff, and then Real Madrid versus Liverpool. All in all, these weekly objectives, not amazing. Depending on how good that Gomes is, will depend on whether or not I go for that myself personally. But now, guys, let's go and take a look at all of these players. So we're going to start with the French League. So I'm going to ignore the goalkeepers because they're just, we can't see in-game stats for those. So first up is going to be Falcao. Let me put the minimum buy now to 300,000 just so we can get them on there. So Falcao, I mean, he's already at like 300k or less. 4-star weak foot, which is great. High, medium, 5'10". His finishing is immaculate. His dribbling is very, very good. His physical's good. A little lacking on stamina. His curve is great. I mean, what would you give this guy? You'd want to improve long power and shot power and long shots. Jesus Christ, I nearly said long power and shot shots. Shot power and long shots you'd want to improve. Maybe I might even go with a Hunter or a Hawk. A Hunter would get him up to 88 sprint speed, a Hawk up to 83. So you're going to have to use him as a target man, not as a pace merchant. But that's a very nice card there with Falcao. And because of that lack of pace, he'll probably be under 200,000 coins, which is amazing. Next up, we have got Ronnie Lopez. Is it not like that? Is it like this? Where is Ronnie Lopez? There we go. So Ronnie Lopez, is that the right guy? Yes, it is. So nobody's listing him up at 3. Jesus, he's already 100,000 coins or less. 3-star weak foot, which is a bit of a problem, but 4-star skill moves, which is nice. How is he so cheap already? His dribbling is very good. His reactions are a little low. His passing is very nice. His shooting is very nice. His pace is very nice as well. I mean, I'd personally give him a catalyst, boost that pace and passing up to the maximum levels. Then your only real complaints about this guy is the fact that he's got 3-star weak foot and the fact that he's got a little low on reactions and composure. But that's an alright card. I can see a lot of people going for that. Next up, we've got Verratti. Now, Verratti is typically one of those people that, for me, doesn't ever turn out to be a good usable card. High work rates at 5'5". He's very small. 4-star weak foot is very nice. His defensive stats are good. His physical stats are okay. Strength and jumping a little bit low. Dribbling, fine. Passing, absolutely fine as well. Shooting is a little bit poor. You probably give this guy a Hunter and you've got yourself a really, really well-rounded box-to-box midfielder. You can give him a Shadow if you use him as a CDM. But I just feel personally like he's a little bit too short. You know, that's just my biggest concern. It would be okay if he was a winger, because there are lots of little wingers out there that you can use a lot. You know, the 5'8", the 5'9", and the 5'7" and stuff. But as a centre midfielder, you don't want someone that small in your midfield, in my personal opinion. Next up is Roussillon, the fullback. Where are we with Roussillon? Have I spelled that. Okay, I have spelled that wrong. Roussillon. Let's have a look at him. So under 200k. Damn, like 100k for him as well. That's crazy. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves is a problem. High is all right. This is I mean, you give this guy an anchor and you've got yourself a fantastic fullback. And being a Frenchman, he's very easy to link to so many people. What's his height? 5'9", high. I mean, the problem with a lot of fullbacks is weak foot and skill moves, so I don't think that's anything necessarily to be considered. That's a great card for how cheap this seemingly is, which we're looking at under 100,000 coins. That you're going to see that a lot in Weekend League, that card, because it's very cheap for a very overpowered card. And then also we've got another fullback in Mathieu Debuchy. Again, another one down at the 100k mark already. 3-star, high, medium, 5'10" is fine. I mean, you could give an anchor and sacrifice some pace, but you could give this guy a shadow, get him up to 93 sprint speed, 99 acceleration, and perfect defending, literally perfect defending, and insane physicals, insane dribbling, insane passing, and fantastic shoot. This is a phenomenal card. The fact that he's got 85 pace as a base stat is going to turn a lot of people off. What's his work rates? High, medium, 5'10", 3-star. I mean, again, you could bring this guy on as a midfield super sub. That's how good he is. You could start him at right back and you could bring him into the middle, or you could just bring him on as a sub, because that is a fantastic card. I really like the look of both those fullbacks, and they're seemingly both super cheap. So there's Debuchy. Next up, we've got Mariano. Mariano. Whoops, can't spell. Mariano. Is it this Mariano? It's this Mariano, isn't it? Yes. So another striker down in the 100k marks. 4-star weak foot, which is great. 3-star skill moves. Now, if I were to pick for strikers, I would go for 4-star or better. But if only one area of the striker is 4-star, I would definitely want it to be weak foot instead of skill moves. I definitely feel like you could sacrifice skill moves for a striker. High, medium, 6 foot, 4-star weak foot is great. The fact that he's tall, I bet his balance is really low. It's not wow. His composure is really low. I mean, this is a very good card. I would personally give this guy a Hawk or maybe an Engine just to boost that dribbling up a little bit as well. But he's got some problems here. This won't be a card that people enjoy. Biggest issues with this card is low composure, not the greatest reactions at this stage in the game, and not the greatest attacking positioning either at this stage in the game. I have a feeling this guy, as good as he looks on the face of it, won't be one of those guys that you see used very much. I think he's going to be very underwhelming for me personally. Next up, we've got Kylian Mbappe. Now, we've already seen Mbappe's special cards multiple times because he already has the... He already has the 93 Player of the Year card, so 4-star, high, medium, just utterly insane stats. You know, great physicals, great dribbling, great passing, great finishing. What would I give this guy? Maybe I'd give him like a marksman or a sniper or a deadeye or an, what's the dribbling, shooting, passing, whatever that is, maestro. You can give him pretty much anything. No need to touch his pace. No real need to touch his physicals either unless you want to max out that strength. But that's obviously an insane card. He's going to be too expensive for me. I don't think he'll represent value for money. Next up, we've got, is it Akor? Damn, man, I can't. Or is it A-O-U-O? A-O-U. This guy, wow, from a 67 rated card all the way up to a 90 team of the season. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves is fine. I mean, this guy's a centre mid, but... Yeah, I mean, like again, I know some people don't agree with my hypotheses with these sort of things, but I personally think they're super important this year. The fact that his composure and his reactions and his curve are all super low is problems for me. And his marking and interceptions are terrible. I honestly think this is a sort of player that you will look at and think, wow, this guy looks amazing. But when you actually play with him, I don't think you would enjoy him. I think you'll find him constantly out of position because of the low marking. I think you'll find that he'll auto-lunge a lot and miss a lot of interceptions because of the low interceptions. I think you'll find that he'll misplace passes because of the low composure. He won't win 50-50s because of the low reaction. And he's going to be useless for finesse shots because of the low curve. I mean, I wouldn't expect this card to stay above the 130, 140k mark in the slightest. And it's already down there in the 100k mark. to a high degree. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that card either. Rabiot we've already seen because he was in the most consistent. So we're going to go for Adel Rami now. So Adel Rami, I mean, already down at 100k or less. Again, biggest problem with him is medium-high work rate is great. 6'3" is great. Defending physical is great. Reactions are okay. He's just too slow. You know, you don't want him. You won't use him. You're better off using pretty much anybody else instead of him. Tiago Silva also coming in with a card, guys. Let's look at Tiago Silva's Team of the Season card. Going for over 400k at the moment, maybe down into the high 300s. Obviously, high work rates doesn't really bother me personally. The fact that he's a little bit short also doesn't bother me personally. I use Team of the Season Ramos, and he's my favourite centre-back in the game. This card is magnificent. You can give him a shadow if you want that humongous pace, 92 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, perfect defending. You give him an anchor if you want to boost his strength and aggression up to the max as well. But this card is absolutely phenomenal. Just genuinely phenomenal. I can't see why you wouldn't like this card. The only downside that you could probably get out of this card is his height and his work rates. Outside of that, this isn't just a perfect endgame centre-back. Definitely recommend him if you can get your hands on him. Lopez we're not looking at, and then Toko, is it Toko? Yeah, Toko Ekambi, 76 base card up to a 92 striker. Another one that's already down in the 100k mark. Man, you could buy like a full team of the season from the French league for under 1 million coins. Already doesn't look usable. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Wouldn't personally use this guy in a million years just because of that. Medium work rates as well, a little bit frustrating. Outside of that, this is a really good card. His pace is great. You can obviously just give him a hunter to finish off that pace and that shooting. His dribbling is very good, other than a little low balance, but that's because he's 6 foot tall. His physicals are good. His crossing and short passing are good, not that matters. His curve is a little bit low, which is a bit of a problem. Just because you're going to want to hit finesse shots and low-driven finesse shots and so on and so forth. But yeah, the biggest problem with this card, and the reason why I wouldn't personally touch him, is because with 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, you're just better off using literally anybody else. Next up is a huge player by looks of things in NepentheZ Depay. Obviously, the biggest problem with Depay comes in with the fact that he has a 3-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. At least it's an upgrade from his 2-star weak foot from last year, but with high-low work rates, and the fact that he is just ridiculous, I can't see why you wouldn't want this guy. Dribbling, immaculate. Physical, immaculate. Curve, passing, vision, finishing, pace, just immaculate. What would I give this guy? Either a marksman or a maestro for me personally, if you want to boost physicals along with shooting and dribbling, or if you want to boost passing along with shooting and dribbling. Marksman and maestro are the two that you want to go with. But I mean, in spite of the 3-star weak foot on this card, I don't think it matters that much because this is just brilliant. It's just a brilliant card. I would love to know what he settles at. It looks already like he's down in the 4s, in the 3s. If he goes under 300k, I will personally buy him for a super sub because my word, that card is utterly insane. Cavani, the next up. Now, I loved Cavani's 92 rated SBC card. I was very excited for Cavani's 90 Team of the Season card. High, 6 foot, 3-star, 3-star. Immediately there are issues, there are red flags. Only got 3-star, 3-star. He's got high work rates for a striker, and as a tall man you expect low balance. And you get low balance. However, look at those physicals. Jumping, stamina, aggression and strength, amazing. Look at everything else in that dribbling category, amazing. His passing, amazing. His shooting is genuinely insane, and his pace as well. I mean, I would personally leave this on basic chem style, get a boost across the board in a little bit of everything to max him out. Again, this is a card that if you can sacrifice knowing that you've got a 3-star 3-star instead of a 4-star 3-star or better, this card is going to be phenomenal. It already looks like he's way expensive too. I wouldn't pay more than 300,000, 400,000 coins for this card just because of that weak foot and skill moves, but it's a great card, it really is. Next up is Neymar, and of course we've already seen Neymar's 97 rated card because of the Player of the Year card, but this is just the most utterly ridiculous card. It probably won't represent value for money because it's just too expensive for a card this time in FIFA, but it's a brilliant card. Next up, we have got Luiz Gustavo. Looks good from the start of things. Under 200k, which is very surprising. There's why. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Obviously at this stage in FIFA, a little bit of a problem. Good shooting, good pace, great defending, great physical. You can whack a shadow or an anchor on this card. He's going to be amazing for you as just a defensive box player. Right, you just sit him in at CDM. His only goal, his only aim in this game is to break up the play, intercept, and then lay the ball off to somebody else. And that's because he's got 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. But yeah, outside of that, he will be a perfect CDM at 6'2" as well. Yeah, this is a good card, man. That's a good card. I personally would like to try him out. It looks like he's going to drop down to like the 150 mark, which is quite surprising. Next up, we have got Tovan. I'm told it's pronounced Tovan anyway. Great card again. Under 300k already. 3-star weak foot, bit disappointing. Like I said to you guys, I'd much prefer 4-star weak foot than 4-star skill moves, but 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, really, really good in games. Good physicals, good dribbling, a little low on balance. Great passing, vision, crossing, short and long passing anchor. Free kick doesn't really make any difference. Penalties doesn't really make any difference. That is a fantastic card. Like, it truly is a sensational card. I don't even know what chem style you'd give to that. Maybe an engine. Maybe a hawk, just to get that finishing up. But that's a great card, let down by nothing other than a 3-star weak foot. But I can see this being a card that would be used to good effect and used quite a lot during during team of the season, but during the weekend league. So Fekir up next, guys. This card looks ridiculous. 3-star weak foot again, which is a problem. 4-star skill moves. But again, I mean, that's just perfect, isn't it? You can give him an engine, you can give him a hawk, you can give him a maestro or a marksman. You can give this guy whatever the hell your heart desires to boost him up. I personally would probably go for a catalyst, boost his pace and passing to the maximums. It's going to be a brilliant card. 3-star skill move aside, 3-star weak foot aside, this is going to be a sensational card. I think because of how good every stat is on this card, you'll use him with a 3-star weak foot because it's not going to be the be-all or end-all of him. And that's exactly expressed as to why he's still 500,000 coins for this card. Is because it is one of the best end-game players you can get in this game. Sensational stuff. We've got next Kimpembe. I'm going to try and get through these a little bit quicker here, dudes, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, obviously. So Kimpembe, 2-star, medium, 6 foot. Again, a bit short for a centre-back. Good pace. Okay reactions. You can put an anchor on him. You can put a shadow on him. He'll be a good card. I still think there's better cards. I think Tiago Silva is better. Chiellini, Bonucci, Sergio Ramos, Azpilicueta. I think they're better options instead of Kimpembe there. And we also have Marquinhos. We already looked at Glick earlier as well when I packed him. Marquinhos here coming in with a good card. I liked his card last year. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Another short centre-back there. Great card. You know, you whack a shadow on him. You boost his pace up to 93, 94. And then perfect defending with great physicals, great reactions and ball control. This is a great card. It depends if you want 2 short centre-backs, but him and Kimpembe or him and Tiago Silva together are going to be a frightening partnership. The defenders in this league, I mean, he's cheap as well. 190k, that's wild. It's wild how cheap he is. This is an endgame centre-back that is insane, and he's like 150k or less. I can't understand that. That's a bargain. Go and buy him now before people realise how good he is. Glick we've looked at, and Lecomte is a goalkeeper. So after that, we're going to go ahead and look at the Calcio A team of the season. So we're going to start with Koulibaly. We're going to go backwards to front this time. Koulibaly coming up first. I mean, just... how is he under 400? Under 300k? High work rates is a problem for some. 6'5", 2-star, but he is rapid with perfect defending and perfect physical. Get this card. If he's under 300k, just go and get this card. You won't regret it. He's absolutely insane centre-back. And next up is the Skriniar. I apologise if I've... Skriniar. Started off as 74 rated silver. Now has a team of the season. Under 200k team of the season. Medium high 6'2", 4-star weak foot. Perfect. Reactions and ball control composures. But how is this guy so cheap? You can either give this guy an anchor and have good pace, or a shadow and have great pace, and he will be a end game centre-back, 1,000,000%. What a card that is. And Obviously gets a strong link to Handanovic with the club link there. This is a great... I'm blown away by how cheap some of these players are. This guy's going to be 100k, 100k. That's crazy. That is crazy. Next up, we also have Benattia. One of my favourite centre-backs this year has been Benattia. I've used several of his cards throughout the year. I got one of his red cards. Now, he's also under 300k. No, around 300, 350. Medium high, 6'3", 3-star weak foot, perfect. Pace is insane. Defending is insane. I mean, like, look at the jumping and aggression anyway. It's already great. You give this guy a shadow. Get 96 sprint speed, 96 acceleration, 99 across the board in defending with good weak foot, perfect height and work rates. I don't know how, but I want this guy in my team. You know, I've got Ramos in my team. I actually think I would prefer Benattia to Ramos, and then I'd just go and get Handanovic in goal because that card is ridiculous. That card is absolutely insane. We've also got Pjanic coming in for Team of the Season. Now, I haven't seen any of these Team of the Seasons yet, so I'm looking at these the first time with you guys here. Medium, 4-star, 4-star, 5'11". Magnificent. That's unreal, isn't it? I mean, there is one problem with this card, and one problem only, and that is his finishing is very low. You give this guy a shadow, and you have got the most unbelievably complete box-to-box midfielder you are ever likely to get. That is absolutely unreal. I mean unreal. That is a world-class card. And he's from outside the box, he's going to finish everything. From inside the box, he's going to miss some chances. But that is how much was he? 250s, 200s. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. That's remarkable that he's 200k. Remarkable. Next up, we've got Alan, another Team of the Season. Great card again. What are we looking at here? Also into the twos, closer to 300k for Alan. 3-star, 3-star, bit of a problem. Medium high, very nice. Good height, good pace, good defending, good physicals, good dribble. I mean, Pjanic blows this guy out of the water for me. Like, just blows him out of the water. Pjanic has 4-star, 4-star. Just has better all-round stats. This is a good card, don't get me wrong. I can't believe Pjanic is cheaper than Alan, even though he's got more height, more weak foot, more skill moves, and just better, well-rounded stats. I genuinely can't understand it. Next up, we've got the man that I want in my team, and that's Milinkovic-Savic. His card is going to be expensive, isn't it? 1.5 million there, 1.5 million there. 750k bid. It's going to be about 1 million coins, isn't he? 4-star, 4-star, 6'3", high medium. He's basically Ruud Gullit Mark II. His finishing, his shooting is already complete. His physicals are insane. His defending is insane. His dribbling is great except for balance and agility. His passing is insane. I mean, you give this guy a shadow just to boost those defending stats up. Remarkable. What a card that is. I hope his card comes down to a more reasonable price because that is an absolutely ridiculous card. Very, very, very happy to see that in Team of the Season. Very good stats there. Next up, Paulo Dibala, a 97 rated cam card. My word. 3-star weak foot again, but like Fekir, it just doesn't matter. That is outrageous. Is that probably the best card I think I've ever seen in this game? It really is, isn't it? That is quite possibly the best card I have ever seen in this game. Maybe like Team of the Year Ronaldo, Team of the Year Messi. But that is... I don't even know what to say about that. He's going to be too expensive for me to try, that's for sure. But that is a great card. Next up is Lorenzo Insigne. Coming in with his Team of the Season card. And looks like it's a bit cheaper than some of the ones we've looked at recently. Under 400k, gearing towards 350. 3-star weak foot again. 5'4", a little bit too short for my liking. Good card, very good card. A little low on strength and aggression. A little low on composure and reactions. A little low on finishing and shot power as well, to be real. Like, you're going to have to give this guy something... Like, I'd give this guy either Maestro or Marksman again. Good card, though. Good card, not a great card. For a 95 rated card, compared to Dybala's card, this is just a letdown, really, isn't it? And a 3-star weak foot, and he's really small. Personally, wouldn't be a fan of this card for me. Next up is Icardi. Icardi, another card that I've actually enjoyed thoroughly throughout the course of this year and was very much looking forward to his Team of the Season card. 4-star weak foot, which is great. Medium low, bit of a problem, but not too much of an issue. Physicals are fantastic. Dribbling is fantastic. Shooting is fantastic. Pace is great. Passing's good. Curve, not so much. Now, you could give this guy an engine card and just boost that pace and dribbling up nicely. Or you could give him a hawk and just finish off that finishing, pace, and physical. That's a good card, though. Nice height at 5'11". 4-star weak foot. That's a good card, isn't it? That is. You can give him even a hunter or a catalyst or a shadow. Probably a waste in my personal opinion, but to get that full pace boost, get him up to 99 sprint speed, 99 acceleration, 99 shooting, maybe you just give him a hunter and be done with it. But that's a good card. Really like the look of that card. How much was he? If he's more than like 300k, I'd probably say no. Oh my god, definitely not. Not 400ks. Like, you can almost buy De Bruyne for that with perfect stats. That's outrageous. That is outrageous. And next up, another card that I've loved this year, and that's Ciro Immobile, or Immobile. I always say his name wrong. Another one over the 500k mark. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 6'1", high medium. That's much better. That is much better than the Cardi's card. Great curve, great passing, good vision, fantastic physicals, amazing dribbling. You don't even need to touch his shooting. Pace is good. I'd give this guy a basic, personally. Keep a basic chem style on him, boost the acceleration up to 92. Maybe give him something like an engine, boost the acceleration, boost the dribbling, boost the passing. But that is a phenomenal card. This has got all the right stats in all the right areas, and he's 6'1", high medium with a 4-star weak foot. I'm just, again, a little bit disappointed at the price of him. Okay, it seems like it's coming down. Under 400k for this Immobile card. Yeah, good stuff. Over 400k, not really interested in. Next up, we've got Diff 3. Good looking card, this, from what I can see there. Again, what is wrong with centre-backs right now? They're all so cheap. 4-star weak foot, medium high, 6'2". Great pace, great defending, great physical, great reactions and composure. A little slow compared to the Benattias and stuff, but a good card. I actually think, because of the other team of the season centre-backs that we've seen for so cheap, that this card is probably not worth it. It's probably not value, because we've seen so many better team of the season centre-backs for as cheap. I can't, although he's 100k, 100,000 coins. That is absurd to me that he's that cheap, because that is a good card. Masiello up next. Masiello, they're started off as a 77 base card, 89 rated centre-back. This is going to be one of the guys that you just don't want. 2-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Not the greatest pace. Reactions are okay. I mean, you give this guy a shadow and you're doing alright. But, I don't know. There's so many defenders as good as this for as cheap. I don't really rate him all that much at all. Raja Nainggolan up next, guys. He's got a team of the season card this year as well. It's a very expensive team of the season card, as you can imagine. 3-star, 3-star, high. Obviously, the 3-star, 3-star is a problem, but because of the way his in-games are, it's just, again, magnificent. You give this guy a shadow, and he's just the best player that you're going to use, other than 3-star, 3-star. Everything about this card is phenomenal. He's so close to being a Club 90 player as well, but once you give him that shadow card, he becomes a Club 90 player, and what a card that Raja Nainggolan is. Chiesa up next. Now, I actually had his red card earlier on in the year, but Chiesa comes on as one of the wingers. 100k or less for him. 4-star weak foot, which I like. Why is this? 80 composure, 82 reactions, no strength, no aggression, no jumping. Yeah, there's a few things I don't like about that card. Few things like no curve, bad long passing, which for a winger slash midfielder is a bit of a problem. His vision isn't the best. I can see, like when I first looked at this card, I couldn't really understand why it was so low valued. But yeah, it makes sense. It's not a great card. There are probably some like informs and other wingers that you already have in your club that are just way better than him. Ilicic up next. We're nearly done here, guys. As I said, apologies, it's going to be quite a long video. Ilicic up next. Now, this card looks very good. 100,000 coins, 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, 6'3", low agility and balance, no jumping. Not that that's a big issue. I mean, this is a good card. It's not a great card. There are definitely better out there, but for 100,000 coins, listen, if you guys are on a budget, if you guys are thinking to yourself, man, like, what, I've got 100k for a sick cam, what can I get, who can I get? This is it. This is the guy that you pick up for 100k and you just destroy people with, because he has got perfect long shots, great finishing and positioning, insane passing, ball control is fantastic, dribbling is fantastic, He's got decent enough stamina and strength. He's very fast. And he's got 4-star skill moves. And he's massive. He's 6'3". That's not a bad card at all. I'm actually very, very surprised that he is seemingly 100,000 coins or so. I think this is a great card for you guys that are running a budget squad to pick up. Definitely. Next up, we've got Luis Alberto. Now, I'd be very interested to see what EA have done with his stamina. I've used his 85 rated inform card, and it was fun. Luis Alberto also down there at the 100k mark as well. Now, this is much better. High-low, 4-star, 4-star, 6 foot tall. Great. Yeah, I mean, again, like Ilicic, perfect for shooting for a cam. Great passing, great dribbling for a cam. Great pace for a cam. But only 67 stamina is a bit disappointing. And it's going to make everything you do with this guy be done by half-time. You're going to have to either sub him on or sub him off. You don't want to sub him on because then he doesn't get a boost from Chemstar like you'd like. You don't want to sub him off because what's the point of starting him when you can start someone else, maybe someone like Ilicic. Bit disappointed with his stamina and his balance in that one. And his reactions are quite low as well. So I would expect him to go even probably under 100,000 coin mark there. We already looked at Kolarov, guys. Next up, we've got Terraria. Now, this card looks, on the face of things, quite good. There we go. Lucas Terraria started off as a 75 rated card. Down in the 100s as well here, dudes. 3-star, 3-star, 5'6". Okay. Alright, yeah. No heading, no jumping, no shooting. Very average dribbling. You know, reactions, composure, and dribbling personally, specifically as well. It's just, there's just too many better cards. Like, some of the rest of the world centre mids are better than this guy. It's just too many better cards out there. You know, he's disappointing to look at. Douglas Costa up next as well. Douglas Costa with a Team of the Season card. Of course, 5-star skill moves. Jesus, he's cheap. Under 300, well, under 400k, sorry. Yeah, down towards 300k for this guy. 3-star weak foot, 5'7". I like this card, man. Finishing is a little low. I don't understand how that's 99 pace. 99 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. I don't understand how that's 99 pace, but this is a good card. There are some problems with this card again. His composure is a little low. His reactions is a little low. His finishing for a guy that you're ultimately going to be using to shoot a lot is a little low. He only has a 3-star weak foot and he's 5'7". On that side of things, this is a card that's not going to be great. However, he is rapid with great long shots, immaculate passing, insane agility and balance, insane dribbling and ball control, and he can run for days with that 90 stamina. I'm not saying, because I know some people are going to pick up on this, I'm not saying having a 3-star weak foot mate renders them unusable. They're definitely still usable. All I say in that situation is that there are so many cards out there with 4-star, 4-star or better that are the same value as these cards that will just give you more. That's why I kind of turn an eye to these and think, oh, that's a little bit disappointing. You know, if his finishing was 87, 88, 89, 90, something like that, I'd be like, yeah, get this card. Insane. You can't turn that down even with a 3-star weak foot like Dibala. Who else did we look at that had a 3-star weak foot? Fekir. Fekir and Dibala are two players that I think, in spite of their 3-star weak foot, let's go and take a look at Fekir again real quickly. I think in spite of the 3-star weak foot of someone like Fekir, he is still going to be an absolute monster in this game, simply because everything is just incredible outside of that. You know, when you're looking for the most complete team, the most complete players, I still think that's very, very good. Next up, we've got Dries Mertens, who was one of my favourites from last year. Let's have a look at Dries Mertens' card. 96, under a million, under 900k, under 800k. About 800k for Mertens. 4-star, 4-star. A little bit short, but high-low work rates, which is very nice. And remarkable. I mean, that again is a complete card, isn't it? Perfect stamina, perfect dribbling, perfect passing, perfect shooting, perfect pace. I would give this guy, again, either a marksman or a maestro, depending on whether you want physical or passing as your second boost. I personally would give this guy a maestro. Boost up that shooting, passing and dribbling to the maximum stats. He can run for days. That is a hell of a card. An absolutely hell of a card. And then last but not least, guys, we've got Team of the Season, Higuain. Another player that I've thoroughly enjoyed this year. I like the big target men strikers. You know, they just seem to suit my play. How cheap? I thought, based on Lewandowski and other strikers, he was going to be I thought it'd be 800, 900k. It looks like he's already down in the 5s. 4-star weak foot, high medium, 6 foot, perfect shooting, great pace, good dribbling, great physicals. I mean, you give this guy an engine and you've just got yourself the greatest striker that you're going to use all game. I mean, my opinion on this is that I'm definitely going to have to rethink how my main team is set up, because there are some great cards here that I really like the look of. As for the final 10 rest of the world cards, we have got Yilmaz, Bruno Fernandes, Zoot, the goalkeeper, Vorma, Anderson Talisca, who looks ridiculous, Marlos, Promes, Alex Telles, and Jonas. So some good cards there. Alex Telles looks very good. Promes looks good. Marlos looks good. Talisca looks good. Gomis doesn't look very good. How Delict didn't get into the team of the season, I don't know. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy my review of these players and me opening some packs, hit a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.